The Earth people who can think are so frightened by those who cannot. The dead. The dead.
Listen, if you talk to Charles, he probably told you that I was assigned to the case of the missing boy.
Hey guys, we're back live with another episode of Viral Venom. That was Friday the 13th Blood Loss, and it is available on Indiegogo right now. Get your Blu-ray, DVD, digital download, t-shirt, hat, mug, pepple, keychain, lanyard, action figure. Huh? Get your perks today through Indiegogo. Thank you so much. We have to give a special thank you to Michael Claude Thomas for allowing us to use their song Plan 9 in our intro video. Thank you so much to Michael Claude Thomas and the B-Movie Monsters. We appreciate all of your support very much. Make sure you download the newest album from the B-Movie Monsters today. They're available on streaming platforms all across the Monsterverse.
That's right.
That's right. All right. Anything else you want to say?
No. Well, Michael Claude Thomas from the B-Movie Monsters also wrote our theme song for Killer Pizza.
He did?
Oh my God, he did.
He did? What's it called?
It's called Revenge.
The song is called It's Called Revenge.
Yeah.
He also wrote a song for
the outro song for Horror Hound Bites
with Mary Kate.
Yes.
Yeah. Very cool. Thank you so much to Michael Claude Thomas, the B-Movie Monsters. We didn't think that Mandy was going to be able to be live with us tonight, so we scheduled a very special guest co-host. Mandy tricked me, and she's here for a little bit. She's not going to be staying. She's not going to be staying for the full episode, though. So we want to bring out our super awesome rock star, megastar, movie star. What else does Collin do? Everything?
Collin does everything.
He does everything. He's the coolest. All right.
I think he's a teacher star.
Teacher star. All right. Well, without further ado, let's bring him out. Here's Collin Fiol. Oh my
everybody.
God.
How's it going?
This is the coolest. How are you? We're doing great.
I'm all right.
Collin, awesome. Thanks for hanging out with us. Collin, of course, is a musician. He's in The Day After. He was touring with First Jason for a while, playing bass. He's starring in Killer Pizza. He was in A Hard Place, Phantom Fun World, Horror Hound Bites with Mary Kate. He's Conrad, does the voice of Conrad.
Oh, yeah, Conrad from Horror Hound Bites with Mary Kate.
He's the coolest, pretty much. So we wanted to have an awesome co-host on, and of course, Mandy was like, "You should ask Collin," and I was like, "Yeah, I should. I should definitely ask Collin." And he was kind enough to agree to come hang out with us tonight. Billy Baxter Jr. from the Movie Dogs is in the comment section. Says, "Hey guys, hello,
What's up,
Billy.
Hey.
We love
He's
the
not
Movie
lying,
Dogs."
though, Collin. You're the first one I told him.
Oh,
I
heck
could
yeah.
go ask Collin.
She's like, "What about Collin?" I'm like, "Yeah, let's see if Collin wants to hang out."
Love that. Love hanging out with you guys.
So we have some fun guests on with us tonight, some exciting actors that are involved with some of the projects that we're working on. We have Darcy Lafrance from Boredom and Bloodshed. We have Trenten Hilbish from Horror Hound Bites with Mary Kate. And we have Shelly Amos from Horror Hound Bites with Mary Kate. Who should we bring out first?
Let's talk to Shelly.
Shelly, all right. So without further ado, the incredibly talented, the lady of the hour, Shelly. Oh my God.
Shelly.
I told you she'd be here. I've been telling Mandy all week, I'm like, Shelly's going to be here live. She's like, not the real one. I'm like, no, seriously, she's going to be here. And then here she is. All right. So Shelly, we have to ask you a very important question. It's your first time on the show. So we're working on a movie called Killer Pizza, and it's featuring Nancy Ann Ritter, who was part of the original Scream movie. So ever since we made that cast announcement, whenever we have someone on, Mandy has to ask a very important question.
I want Collin to ask her.
Okay, well, Collin's going to ask.
All right, Shelly, I got to know, and the rest of Forever Entertainment and the world wants to know, what's your favorite scary movie?
The Evil Dead.
Ooh.
Oh!
Yeah.
That's
choice.
A good one. It is a good one.
Pretty spooky, I must say.
Oh, yeah.
Is it the original? Is that your favorite?
Oh, yes.
Have you
What are your
seen the
thoughts
most
on the newer ones?
There we
I
go.
haven't seen the new one out, though.
They're definitely way less cheesy. Definitely more on the fear side, but they rock. I like them.
Yeah. Do you mean the new one or the old one?
Oh, the newer ones are definitely on like the scarier side, I feel like, as opposed to the cheesy, charmingly goofy gore that they had in the first ones. Like 2013 and newer.
Well, I like it because I didn't find it cheesy, probably because of my age. It's pretty darn spooky, I must say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. The Evil Dead Rise. Did you like that one?
I did.
Okay.
It was okay. I liked it. We saw it at the theater. Yeah, but okay. So you don't like the movie just because he wasn't in it?
It would have been better if he was in it.
How about Collin? Have you seen the series? The what is the Ash and the Evil Dead series?
I never finished it. I need to, but I've hung out with gosh, I forget her name. De Lorenzo. I'm blanking on her first name, but she's a sweetheart. She's the lead in the show, and what I did see of the show when it was like I was watching it when it was on like live every week and stuff, but I missed one and I refused to jump in until I saw the next one, and I didn't have like recording or streaming at the time.
Now that you mention it, I don't know if I finished it. Might have to go back and rewatch that.
I haven't finished it either.
What
Might
I
have
saw,
to have an
I
Evil
loved.
Dead marathon. Yeah, same here. I liked it too. All right. So we got a couple guys waiting in the back right now, and they're like dying to get out here. Not back there.
Okay.
They're dying to get out here and talk to everybody.
Back there. Collin got it.
Here, I'll leave it up to you. Do you want to bring out Darcy Lafrance from Boredom and Bloodshed or Trenten Hilbish from Horror Hound Bites with Mary Kate? Trenten? All right, without further ado, the actor among actors.
Darcy's like, where's the love?
Darcy just left. No, Darcy, come back. No. All right. Let's bring him out. Without further ado, the super awesome Trenten Hilbish. Oh my God. How cool. Whoa.
Oh no.
There he is. Sorry, meant to unmute him. Oh, I can't unmute you. You have to unmute yourself.
Hello.
There you go.
Sorry
There
about
we
the bad
go.
feed.
That's right. How are you doing?
I'm all right. How are y'all?
Doing great. Mandy
Good.
or Colin or somebody's got to ask.
We
I
have
did the
to have
first
Colin
one.
ask, but Colin has to ask as Conrad.
Okay. Well, Trenton, I gotta ask you, what's your favorite scary movie?
I would probably say the original It.
What was it?
The original It.
Oh,
It?
dope.
Yeah. Yeah,
Tim
no, definitely
Curry.
my favorite. I like
Oh,
the
yeah.
book more, though. I like the book a little more, though.
Oh,
the
really?
book-
I
he
never
likes
read
the
it.
book a lot more. I'm
So-
I'm like 100 and something pages in. I just, I set it down and then I forget to go back to it sometimes.
So I might be dating myself a little bit here, but so the first time I
That's
saw,
weird.
right? I
He
know.
dates himself.
I mean, nothing wrong with loving yourself. But the first time I ever saw that version of it, I was too young to like watch it, and like nobody would get it for me, and nobody would watch it with me, and it wasn't really just on TV at the time anymore. But it was early days of YouTube where the longest video you could have is 10 minutes long. So I watched that whole thing in 10-minute increments on YouTube, like in 2007 or 8 or something. And that's how I watched that for the first time, and I loved it.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Well,
My first time was on like an old TV, VHS days.
There you go.
Yeah. It's same here. I
Still talking
wasn't.
about the movie, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I only got to see it on the VHS because my parents still had it. We had a giant VHS, not giant VHS, but a giant box TV that was like, I'd say about probably 70, 75 inches.
Oh yeah.
It was a giant box TV. I still remember that thing.
Takes like
Oh.
5 people to move it. Yeah.
Yeah, real heavy.
So we have some people in the comments. Don't want to ignore them. We have some Trenten fans here. Anita Hilbish says, "Hi, nephew."
Oh,
Hi,
Hi,
Anita.
nephew.
Oh, hi, nephew. All right. Then we have Jimmy Lasoto from Boredom and Bloodshed. How cool
Oh my
is that?
God.
He's going to be on with us soon.
Yes.
Yes. And then we have Stephanie Hilbish. Hey, y'all.
Hey,
Hello,
Stephanie.
Hi.
All right. Very cool. We have one more guest waiting backstage, trying to come out. Let's see. Darcy Lafrance is going to be a big part of Boredom and Bloodshed. He was a producer on Friday the 13th Blood Loss, which also stars Collin Fiol. Oh my
That's
God.
me.
Yeah. Yep, that's you. You're in this. I know.
I thought I was Colin.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought-
No, you're not Colin. I know she gets confused sometimes. All right. Without
Oh,
further ado,
go ahead.
go ahead.
Oh, well,
No, go
okay.
ahead.
So I was curious. I couldn't make the table read the other night, and I requested you do Conrad. How did that go?
Yeah, I didn't do it that well.
Can I get
He
a? Can I get
didn't. I
a?
was gonna record it, but
Come
They
on, I
went
just
Aw.
got the
upstairs.
bananas. Yeah, no,
I
it was
approve.
bad. It was real bad.
I approve.
All right. Without further ado, let's bring out the super awesome producer of the decade, actor of the millennium, Darcy Lafrance. Oh my God! I like this lighting Darcy has going on here tonight. What's behind you there? Are those all shots from your band days? Or are you
it's a
still
few
doing
of them,
live
yep.
shows? Are you still doing
I want-
live shows?
I want to get back into it. I haven't since my hospitalization last year.
Mm-hmm.
So
I've seen you rocking out on Facebook and stuff. It's pretty cool. Are you like a big Gibson guy?
not really. I don't fanboy over really any brand. I just play what feels good.
Whatever you like. Yeah.
I'm the same way. Like honestly, if I could tour with nothing, I would, and just use whatever somebody hands me at the venue.
So Darcy,
I still do like the Les Paul shape.
okay.
but I've got to have a Floyd sometimes too.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool. Darcy, before we let you continue, Colin's got to ask you a very important question.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so, Darcy, what is your favorite scary movie?
This is actually a weird question for me because that changes all the time for me. But I have to say, all-time favorite franchise is Friday the 13th. That's
Okay.
just the way it's always been. And to get deeper into that, I'm probably in the minority, and I might get lynched after this show for saying this, but my favorite one out of the franchise is Part 8.
Mine as well.
Oh, okay.
It's the campiest, and it's not even in the camp. Like, I love it. It's ridiculous in the best way.
How do we kick people out? Just kidding. Just
Here, press this button right here.
No, I don't know if anyone's ever said 8. 8. It's not a common one, that's for sure. It's a rare favorite.
It's
I think
normally
Part
the
8.
worst reviewed.
It's obviously not
It's
that
not-
rare. We got
it's-
2 people in the thing telling us right now.
You know,
live.
that is pretty rare to have 2 people saying it. Part
don't
8 is
know.
not my least favorite, but it's not my favorite. That's
See,
for sure.
Bobby Butler said I knew it.
Oh, Bobby Butler's here. Oh my God, Bobby Butler from Boredom and Bloodshed and Horror Hound Bites with Mary Kate. How cool is that? Guitar de jour. I knew it. And check this out. Mary Kate's here. Oh my God, it's the mistress of the macabre.
Hey, Mary Kate.
Mary
legend
Kate
herself.
from Horror Hound Bites with
Yep.
Mary Kate. How cool is that?
Hey,
told
Mary
you-
Kate, how you
I
doing?
told you this was going to be an awesome night.
We're not worthy.
Let's see. Karen Deal is here from Horror Hound Bites with Mary Kate. Oh my goodness.
Hi, Karen.
Hello,
Hey.
Karen. Jimmy says the legend arrives. Mary Kate. And Bobby Butler says yo yo yo. All right, so let's jump into it. Darcy Lafrance, you're going to be in Boredom and Bloodshed. You know, some of the other cool people that we have attached to it are Ari Lehman, the original Jason Voorhees. We have Christian Bester from Law and Order SVU. He was also our Jason in Friday the 13th Blood Loss, which you were a producer on. What made Darcy want to get involved with Boredom and Bloodshed?
I don't know. You reached out and said, I want you. But
Well, then
Oh.
what made you agree?
but no. Ever since you started running the campaigns for it, though, it looked like something I really wanted to do. I love the style of movie, and Christian became a good friend, and being able to work with him is just a plus. So
Yeah, Christian is the coolest. He's an awesome guy. So he works super hard, but I don't think people realize like how nice he is behind the scenes and all that. He you know, he just takes his time with everything, and he's a lot of fun to film with. So yeah, that's awesome. So you guys met through Friday the 13th Blood Loss, I
Yep.
think. We got to hang out at the premiere because you came down to the premiere. We went to Dave and Buster's after, got dinner, hung out, played games a little bit. So that was pretty cool. So yeah, we're super excited to have you attached to this because we got along so well and worked together well on the last one. So it was a no-brainer. We had to have them.
That's right.
That's right. All right.
well, it's a weird thing with what you did with Friday the 13th. Like I told you before, it's not like we were all like workers or whatever. It's like you formed a family.
Yeah, so I mean, thank you for saying that. You know, I do think that we've tried our best to bring a lot of different people together. It seems to be going well. We have a few projects in the works we're all excited for. Of course, Boredom and Bloodshed filming this August 21st to the 24th, guys. Horror Hound Bites, which is an ongoing thing for a bit. We're filming 12 episodes total. We just did the table read for episode 3, so we have 3 down, 9 to go. And then we have Killer Pizza, which is our next big feature film that we're working on, starring Collin Fiol, Tom Glynn from Creepshow, Walter Phelan, Nancy Ann Ritter, Al Burt, Christian Bester, and a whole bunch of other cool people. So yeah, it's exciting, and we're so glad that everything's going well. Let's jump to Shelly, because she's quiet over there. So Shelly, you are going to be featured in Horror Hound Bites with Mary Kate, starring alongside Trenten Hilbish, of course, but also Mistress of the Macabre, Mary Kate, and horror icon Beatrice Bupley, who was Amanda Kruger in the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise, and also Pamela Voorhees in our Friday the 13th Blood Loss fan film. Yeah, she's the coolest. I was just wondering, for Shelly, what about this project do you think is maybe a little bit different from other projects that you've been a part of?
I think to be able to play a ghost will definitely be something different. I'm usually at the forefront in something where you can actually see me. So I think it'll be quite interesting to play a ghost. So I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward.
What kinds of roles do you normally like to go for?
Good cop, bad cop, the psycho killer, tough, tomboyish, yeah, those kinds, and horror,
cool.
Of course.
Yeah, and of course the horror stuff, right? Yeah, that's awesome
sure.
though. So it's a little bit different than playing a cop, right? Maybe
Yep.
Is she a ghost cop?
You never know.
You never know. You just got to tune in and find out.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm not telling you.
All right. Trenten Hilbish.
You can't ask the writer
sir.
that.
What made Trenten Hilbish want to get involved with Horror Hound Bites with Mary Kate?
I would say it's just something I've wanted to do for like a while, doing acting, and how I don't know what it was, but how my mom found them. It was something about how they oh my goodness, can't talk. How they worded it, that I was like, oh, that seems like something fun to do. So I started digging into it myself. My mom said that, I should probably try myself to see if I could do it, chase what I can. And then my siblings ended up wanting to come on too. So all of us together decided to join.
A family affair.
That rocks.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
A family affair.
Yeah. So we came on, and then it started. Jesus, I'm not really here, am I? Dang. Sorry about that.
You're doing great, Trenton.
Thank you. But I've just always wanted to act. Since I was a kid, I did some acts, did some little plays. So my mom brought up Mary Kate in the Horror Hound Bites, and she said I should probably try to see if it would be something I'd want to do. And then all of us kind of talked together, and my whole family ended up wanting to get into it. And ever since we've been with them, it's been like a big family. Honestly, it's fun.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
Yeah, so all of Trenton's siblings are in the show as well, and we have them coming on spread out over the weeks. I thought it'd be fun to kind of like have them on their own, to give them like their own spotlight, like to kind of, instead of having them all on at once saying these are the Hilbish siblings. I thought, let's put the spotlight on. Yeah, I thought like let's give Trenton his own episode, and then we'll have all the others on too. So we're super excited to work with all of you guys.
And I'm not gonna lie, the title Hilbish episode sounds pretty cool.
Well, maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do that at the end. We'll have like a big episode where they're all on together. But I thought it'd be nice to give them their own kind of like episode. So,
Yeah, just like every good series has a musical episode, every good series needs a Hilbish episode.
Yeah, that's what I think too. So everybody involved has different experience levels. So Trenten, this is your first time acting. Do you have like I don't know if you've ever thought of this. Do you have like a dream role that you would want to do in the future?
A dream role? Oh boy. I think something I always wanted to do was voice acting. Just because the older movies I saw of God, of course I'm blanking on the name. Can't remember it. But like Tom and Jerry. Like seeing the voice acting, I was like, I think I want to do something like that. Or background more of. But I don't exactly know. I haven't really thought about that. But voice acting would probably be the number one.
How old are you, Trenten?
Speaking of voice acting, we have Josh Gersh in the comments. Good evening, everyone. Hello, Josh. Josh is providing a major voice role for Boredom and Bloodshed. He's also involved with Horror Hound Bites with Mary Kate. He's the Invisible Man.
Yes. The incredible Invisible Irwin.
Very cool.
Collin was asking Trenten a question.
Yeah. How old are you, Trenten?
I'm 18.
Dope, man. Right on. That's really cool that you're getting into this so young.
Thank you.
All right. Do you want to ask these guys any questions? You've been kind of quiet. I don't know how long you're staying. Do you want to ask them anything?
No.
No? Okay. All right.
I got an idea.
Cool. Yeah,
I got one. All right. So everyone always talks about favorites and stuff, but I think it's fun to switch it up and ask about least favorites. I'm not a pessimistic guy, but I think it's fun to kind of find out the spectrum. So what's one of the worst horror flicks you've ever seen?
Skinamarink.
Really? I haven't seen it yet, but I've heard it's you either love it or you despise it, but I haven't seen it yet.
I've talked to the dad that's in the movie. His son is in the movie too. There's only like 5 actors in the movie, and they're like the stars of the movie. And he's a super nice guy, but the movie just isn't good.
Okay.
That made a lot of money.
Yeah, they did really well.
They're actually in Toronto right now. Because I'm friends with the mother at the end. I didn't realize she was in it. So she told me. Well, it's one of those either you like them or you don't.
Right.
Like the Blair Witch Project, you either like it or you didn't. I don't think there's no in between.
So found footage horror is my jam. That's my favorite style of horror. But for that being my favorite style, Blair Witch is pretty close to the bottom of my list for that. I don't know. I was just kind of bored throughout all that. The whole marketing campaign behind it was crazy awesome. I liked that, and I can appreciate it and how it kind of paved the way for a lot of other movies I love. But I don't know. It's just pretty low on its own for me, towards the bottom on that.
I'm not the biggest fan of Blair Witch.
I like the Blair Witch.
I know you do.
I didn't mind it. I think I'm probably going to get a lot of comments regarding the one that I didn't like, and I didn't like reading it at the end. Is it? What are you? You're a spider at the end? Like, really?
Yeah.
That just bummed me right out. The rest was great. Don't get me wrong, but the ending I didn't like at all.
Yeah. Darcy, you have any films that he doesn't like?
I just know I'm gonna keep making some enemies tonight. The most recent one that stands out to me would be Smile 2.
Okay.
Oh, I liked it.
Oh, I liked it.
I liked the first one a lot, but I could not stand the second one.
I like
I'm
that
the
one.
opposite. I didn't like the first one too much, but I like the second
Yeah, I
one.
like the second one better. How about Trenten?
I'd probably say y'all know Terrifier, right?
Yeah.
Oh no!
Yes.
Watch what you're gonna say.
The first one I thought was all right, but like afterwards it kind of fell off.
I feel like that's all those slasher flicks. Everyone likes the first one a lot, and then they just kind of get a little sillier there on out
Yeah.
because they already know what they have, and people are gonna see it more and more. Which I'm all about it. I think they're all real fun, but that first one was real solid.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to say I don't like it?
You can.
We're gonna avoid that.
I don't
one
want to give her a
and
panic
move on to
attack.
the next question.
All right.
Oh no, you weren't going to say blood loss, were you?
No.
Oh.
No.
Nah.
We're gonna avoid what he was gonna say, Darcy. Don't bring it up again, or there's a little button here that I can press and you go poof.
Bobby Butler says Teeth is one that he doesn't like. Did you
That's a
guys
rough
see
one.
or like Teeth? Yeah, it's pretty rough, huh? Amanda's saying it's doing pretty well. Josh says Teeth. I'd forgotten that film. Yeah. Teeth was rough.
Yeah, that one's at least like kind of on the sillier side with how ridiculous it is. But I don't know. Also, stuff that's like what is it? Human Centipede and stuff that's like gross for the sake of being gross. I'm not really a fan of. I don't know.
What?
How
do you feel about
torture porn stuff? Yeah.
How do you feel about Tusk?
I did like that. That was a fun body horror, and I like anything that Justin Long is in. And anything he's in, he's not going to have a fun time. But I thought it was fun. I'm also a big Kevin Smith fan, and I thought that was one of his. Like you wouldn't have expected it from him, because he's the stoner flick guy, and I think he crushed it doing a horror flick. Actually, I don't know if you call it horror, but his movie Red State is one of my favorite movies of all time. And he crushed that. I thought Tusk was very fun as well for him doing a body horror.
Have you seen Barbarian?
I have not. I need to, though.
Yeah, I wonder if you'd like that one.
I liked it.
You liked it?
I like mine. I just finished one in December. It's called Do You See What I See?
Okay.
And it's won 2 awards already, and it's I think it's up for the International Women's I can't remember film, but it had to be 3 minutes or less. So
that rocks.
Pretty hard to do when you only have that much time.
Oh yeah, that rules. Congratulations.
Thanks.
So is that available on streaming platforms, or is there a way that we can watch it?
Yeah, just on YouTube. Just Do You See What I See by Shelly Amos.
Heck
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Cool. So did
check
you
that out.
write
The
it?
ending's
Is that
really good. Pardon me?
did you write it? Is it something that you wrote yourself, or?
Yes, we had it was a contest, and then basically you had to be the writer, the director, and so I basically did the writing, directing, camera, the main character, and I wrote it. So I haven't done much since because I've been really tired after I had to do that.
Was this one of those like 24-hour things or 48 hours, something like that?
Something similar, because you had to have certain things in it, but it was called the 70% challenge. In other words, there's so many people out there that have things that they want to write about but don't, and so it's kind of like saying, instead of like you wanting to be perfect, I'm giving you this amount of time, even if it's 70% of what you have, that's what's going to be given in. And it was actually really good. There was some really amazing films done.
Cool. What I like about contests like that and like 48-hour film challenge is a lot of people who haven't done it feel like it's a test to make the best thing you can. I mean, I guess it kind of is, but it's more so a test and compromise. Because if something's not working, you just got to roll with it or move past it. And that's the hurdle that a lot of people can't get over, and a lot of people end up bailing on it, which is unfortunate. But if it's not working, you got to roll with it or move past it, and it's kind of it's a good experience. I think everybody should do it at least once, even if it's a horrible experience. I think it's an experience everyone should do.
And I think you learn the role of, producer, director, and kind of know where they're coming from when they have to do it. So it's good to have that experience.
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome. Are you? We're almost at the 45-minute mark. Are you staying, or do you have to go?
Should I stay or should I go?
No. Okay. All right.
That's how we get demonetized.
All right. Let's see. The people from Talking Shit Podcast are here. They say hello, everyone. Hello, Talking Shit Podcast.
Love those folks.
It's Mark and Brian. Yeah. They're the coolest. Mandy Ray Coleman is here. She says hi, superstars.
Mandy.
Hello, Mandy. Mandy's in Horror Hound Bites with Mary Kate and Killer Pizza and Boredom and Bloodshed.
She's in all of it.
She's doing it all. Super cool. All right. So we are getting close, Mandy. Did you want to ask them anything before we have fun for the last 10 minutes or so?
No, I do want to say thank you, everybody, for coming on tonight. I'm going to take off. Collin, make sure you take care of this guy, okay?
I will.
Take good care of him.
All right.
He'll be fired by the end of it.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
See you, Mandy. Love you. Bye.
All right. She's gone. We can talk bad things about her now.
Now that the nerd's out of here.
All right. So let's go over plugs and get that stuff out there. Darcy, if somebody is interested in hiring you to join their cast, is that something that you would be interested in? And if so, what is the formal way for them to contact you?
I mean, considering that I've done it multiple times now, I'd say, I would be interested. Contact, I guess it would depend on how they reached out to begin with. Was it a casting call?
Well, if somebody sees this podcast and they're like, oh, Darcy seems like he'd be perfect for this role I have. Is there an email, or do you have some way that you like for them to contact you? Some people don't like people reaching out through social media. Others are okay with it. So I'm just trying to figure out what the best way is for people.
Both those routes work great. Actually, when I did Kingsbury Run, I answered the casting call and they replied through a Facebook message.
Okay, great. So if they want to get a hold of you, just reach out through Facebook. Is that the easiest way?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like my email's up here right now. So yeah, Facebook would be perfect.
Okay. All right. So if anyone sees this, they're interested, reach out. He's just Darcy Lafrance on Facebook. Send a message. Super easy to get along with. We like working with him a lot. Highly recommended. Same question for Shelly. Shelly, if somebody sees this and they're like, hey, Shelly might be perfect for this ghost cop role I have, or something cool like that. Is that something you would be okay with having somebody reach out to you? And if so, what is the best way for them to contact you?
Well, I have Facebook as well. And then I'm also on IDMB Pro as Shelly 10. So. And then
okay,
on
great.
IDMB Pro, I have my phone number and my email as well. So.
Awesome.
Yeah, I should have mentioned that. I've got that also.
Okay. And then Trenten, if somebody sees this and they're like, Trenten would be awesome for this super cool role I have, what is the best way for them to contact you?
I would say Facebook for sure. And then, there's a couple different social medias, and then also email.
And what's your email?
My email's Trenten Hilbish at outlook.com.
Okay, perfect. So it's spelled just like his name. You see it there. It's Trenten Hilbish at outlook.com. You better send him an email today with those offers. All right. So now that we kind of went over that stuff, well, actually, I'll jump back to Darcy before I get too carried away. Darcy, is there anything that you wanted to talk about that we haven't had a chance to talk about?
I guess there'd be a couple of things. I mean, if I'm allowed to plug Kingsbury Run at all.
Yeah, you can say whatever you want.
Yeah. I mean, we're still filming now. My parts have been filmed. Traveled to Cleveland for that. And I don't know if you followed any of my posts going along with the production of the movie, but it's totally based on a true story. Everything is pulled from the actual police files and witness testimonies of the famous Torso murder in 1936, with Elliot Ness heading up the case. Cleveland actually gave us full run of their city. So I actually filmed my speech in City Hall in the same spot where it was filmed, spoken in 1936.
Cool.
So it's great. And Fox News did a story in April about it. And because of that story, Cleveland opened up the case again and exhumed all the bodies.
Cool.
Awesome. So who is directing that one?
That's John Price and Brian Jones. And we got some amazing actors in there. We got a guy from, what's it called? Mayor Kingstown. One guy I worked with on the day, I'm like, I know him. And then finally I found him on IMDb, and he had like 30 pages of films, and he was on Dark Knight Rises and Zack and Mary Make a Porno and everything. So,
Very cool. So there's no release date for that yet, right?
not yet. Like I said, we're still filming. I know they're looking to have it wrapped up and submitted to the first festival by April. So
awesome.
We'll
So
see what
once
happens after that.
once you have a release date for us, let us know. We'll share that on the Viral Venom group page so people can check it out. Do you have any other upcoming projects that you want to plug?
Not quite yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Yeah. Right now I'm concentrating on Boredom and Bloodshed. I actually turned down a few auditions because time.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. What about? Mandy Coleman wants to know just one more time. What's the name of that movie that you're working on?
Oh, Kingsbury Run.
Kingsbury Run. All right. Very cool. All right. So we have let's just shout out to the comments quick. Manny, okay. Gary Dando, hello Anthony. How are you doing? Hey Gary, I'm doing great. We're joined here tonight by a bunch of the cool cast members from Boredom and Bloodshed, Horror Hound Bites with Mary Kate. Gary is a producer on several of our projects. He's also doing a voice for us in Boredom and Bloodshed. Zachary Scott says, hey guys. Hello, Zachary. Zachary worked with us on Friday the 13th Blood Loss. He's also watches and supports the show. We appreciate it. We had him on at one point. Josh Gersh says, nice NFG shirt, Collin, which I didn't realize what he was talking. I really had to like zoom in on Collin's shirt here. So it's Newfound Glory shirt. That is pretty cool.
One of my favorite bands.
Awesome design. And then we got caught up on that. Okay. Trenten, is there anything you wanted to talk about that we did not get a chance to talk about?
No, sir. I don't think there is.
What's that?
I don't think there is, boss.
No? Okay. Let's say Shelly, Miss Shelly. Is there anything you wanted to talk about or plug or put out there that we didn't cover?
Looking forward to doing a full feature movie come next year. So stay tuned for that. That'll be, I think, a really big movie.
Are you able to tell us the title yet or not yet?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Can you
tell us the ending?
I'm just excited that one that I don't think has ever been done. So, and there's a bunch of us had gotten together, and so it's in the midst, and I look forward to assisting with that from start to finish. So
That'll be cool. So once you have like more information about it, let us know, and then we get all the Horror Hound Bites people to spread it around for you.
oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
And then next year I'm in a series in the States. They changed the name of it, and they've already finished one episode. So I think I'm in 6 episodes. So I'm looking forward to that too.
Very cool. Then, Collin, before we go off the rails here, is there anything that you wanted to plug or talk about that we didn't cover?
Not that we didn't cover. Working on some cool stuff with you guys. So Killer Pizza and Horror Hound Bites could both use some support still. So if you're listening to this, go check that out. Be part of the show or be part of the flick. Otherwise, I play in a. Actually, I don't know if you were aware of this. I'm no longer with The Day After. They're still doing stuff, so by all means, support them. Great guys. But I play in a band called Post Gospel, which is like if Matchbox 20 had a weird punk kid in 2023, like radio rock with a punk edge. But it's called Post Gospel, and follow us on Spotify and all those other things, and hopefully we'll come to your area soon.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't know that.
It's okay.
Post Gospel. So that's my new favorite band. I'm gonna go download their stuff tonight. Post Gospel. I'm gonna check it out. We'll share it too if you want us to share it on the group pages.
Yeah,
and all that.
sure, that'd be great. Yeah, I'm going in tomorrow to record some vocals on a song. We got new songs coming, hopefully a couple by the end of the year. Just doing the singles thing, and then we'll release all of them together as an album or EP, however many we end up doing. We got a lot in the chamber ready to go though.
So is this a brand new group?
We started in 2023, and I was doing it at the same time as The Day After, and now I have made this just my sole project, musically at least. Yeah, it's just fun, goofy punk rock from just Midwest punk rock.
Any music videos on the horizon?
There's a couple of music videos out, and then so we are about to start doing a lot on socials with pushing a new song. We got to name it first. We've just been calling it Bum Bum. But whenever you'll find this out, whenever people write a song, there's always a working title that is absolutely stupid and ridiculous. Like The Day After, we had ones called like Shirtless Bear Fighter and stuff like that. But yeah, we're working on Bum Bum right now, and whenever we start naming it, we'll start pushing out little content videos, and we'll work on actual music videos and stuff.
And it's called Post Gospel?
Post Gospel. We should have the little Kachik next to our name on Spotify and all that. Wherever you see a picture of me, that's the band.
It is definitely on Spotify because Karen Deal says she just followed you on Spotify.
Thank you very much. I hope you enjoy it, or tell us we suck. I don't know. Either way, a stream's a stream.
But I mean, with the music video, you know your stuff, so you could do like some cool music videos yourself if you wanted to, right?
Yeah, I do have an idea for one that I want to do where I think we might do it both ways. We might do one for one song and one for another song, but I want to record us playing along with the song at like 80% speed. So it looks like we're moving a lot faster than we are when we reset it to be the actual play speed of the song. Or opposite, I want us to record it at like 110 or 120% speed, and then when we play the actual video, it looks like we're playing it in slow motion, but it's in real time. Either way, I think it'd be fun. I like weird, quirky things like that. We've already filmed a couple just in my house and in my garage. Actually, all our music videos have been in my house or garage. But my garage has an upstairs that comes to a point. It's like a really long triangle tunnel, and it looks very Ari Aster. So we might do something weird kind of with that.
Can I potentially plant a seed here?
Sure, hit me.
Have you guys ever considered using Indiegogo to raise some of the funds to make the music video?
Thought about it. We the last two were through our label, so we just haven't needed to.
Yeah.
But also, when we do stuff like that, we kind of want it. I personally want it to be a surprise. So I feel like the less the public knows about it, the harder it'll punch when we finally release it. So I'm not totally opposed to it, but it all depends on what we need. If I want something ridiculous, like, hey guys, we need 4 zebras, get to it. Then I'll post
4
something.
zebras might not be bad. It might be pretty cool.
Right? Yeah. Then I'll post an Indiegogo when I'm finally pulling the trigger on the zebras.
Yeah, if you ever go that route, I'm sure a lot of people watching would want to be a part of it. You know,
exactly.
They would just want to chip in and help get it made. But then also, if you had cool perks where they could kind of get involved somehow, you know, another guy just did that for his video and he did pretty well.
Cool.
So it might be something to, you know, just think about if you ever decide to. But
yeah, that'd be dope.
All right. So we're at the 10 o'clock mark. We're going to fire off some fun questions, keep it fun, and we'll roll out after that, let everybody go to bed. All right, so we'll do some fire offs. I'll start it off. Collin, you come up with some because I'll lose train of thought because I've asked these questions like 10,000 times. I feel like some of the viewers have already heard it all. Actually, let's start with Collin just for fun. Collin, what's your favorite? Who is your favorite Mortal Kombat character?
Ooh, that is a fun question. I like the idiot one. So like either Kato or Johnny Cage. I like them. They make me laugh a lot. So probably them. Whether on screen or to play. Kano or Johnny Cage, yeah.
Okay. Have you seen the most recent Mortal Kombat movie?
Yeah, I thought it was great.
Yeah, you know the actor that was Kano in the first movie did a great job, and then I thought this guy was pretty good too.
Oh yeah, this is very fun.
Very cool. All right, Trenten Hilbish, Spider-Man or Batman?
I'm probably about to make my dad mad, but I'd probably go with Batman.
Okay, and so people have been sending in questions all week. They're like, when Trenten gets here, you have to ask him. And now that you're here, we have to get the final answer, put this to rest. Who is the best Batman?
Oh, God. Can't remember his name exactly. Like, what was the year that he was?
Or you can just name a movie or whatever. It doesn't, you don't have to remember the actor's name.
Oh, dang. It's been a while since I've seen any Batman movie. So
okay, that's all right.
Yeah.
That's all right. But we're going with Batman.
Trying to think of it.
Cool. All right. That's all right. All right. We're sticking with Batman. Then I'll bounce it over to Darcy because Darcy was smiling when I asked. So Darcy, who's the best Batman?
1989.
89. Michael Keaton. All right. All right. Shelly Amos, Arnold Schwarzenegger, or Sylvester Stallone?
Sylvester Stallone.
Darcy Lafrance, what is your favorite movie score or soundtrack?
Demon Knight for sure.
Collin Fiol, what is your favorite theme park ride?
Ooh. The Voyage at Holiday World in Santa Claus, Indiana. I love a good old fast wooden roller coaster.
Trenten Hilbish, what is the best video game ever made?
Oh Lord.
That's tough.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah, good luck. I could give a list, but I couldn't pick one.
Here, let's make it easier. Do you have a favorite video game, or could you just name one of your favorites?
One of my favorites, I would probably say too many. There's honestly too many to list, but I'd probably say one of the games I do like a lot is like For Honor. It's hard to play though. It's hard to play. You get people on there that are going way too hard.
Yeah.
But I'd probably say that's one of my favorite games. It's I don't know if you ever like seen it, but it's like this it's this old timed. It's Vikings versus Knights versus I forgot the other one. It's been a second since I played it, but it's 3 like different legions. It's really fun. It's really fun. I just gotta say that it's really fun.
Was the first one called Runner?
Runner?
Yeah. What was the first game you said?
Oh, For Honor.
Oh,
For Honor. Okay.
Yeah, For
Okay.
Honor. Yeah.
I didn't take my headset out, so I can't hear it that well.
Yeah.
Sorry. All right,
No
For
worries.
Honor. I have to check that out and see if it's something I've seen before. If not, I have to give it a shot. Let's see, Shelly, what is your favorite pinball machine?
Oh, I forget the name of it. Probably Taxi.
Okay.
Taxi's
Okay.
solid.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I don't think I've gotten that one yet, so that's a cool one. Let's go back to Darcy.
Real quick, Shelly, are you a big pinball player? Or?
Oh, I could play that day and night.
Oh, nice. I play in tournaments whenever I'm home and I'm available. I love pinball.
Oh,
Have we talked
Awesome.
about
Here-
pinball?
where's your home?
I don't know. My home, Indianapolis.
Oh, darn.
Here in
We
the
got a lot of
Detroit
great
area, we've got a concert venue that's also has a pinball museum in it.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Not too far from Detroit, but Fort Wayne, Indiana has a really good spot called Wizards World, and there's like 150 pins in there. It's crazy.
Oh, that's
Yeah, you
awesome.
know this place called the Diesel. It's got 2 concert stages, a
Nice.
full pinball museum, and a bowling alley.
Oh, that rocks. I want to play there.
That'd be
Let's
Oh,
play a
I'd
show
love
together,
playing
man.
there.
Let's play together.
Let's collab on something. We're not that far away from each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually got a question. Collin, what instrument do you play, or do you do vocals?
I play a little bit of everything. I used to teach and manage at a school of rock. Like, I don't know if you're aware, but there's a lot of actual schools of rock around, not like, and the movie was based on the place. But so I like taught and managed there for a long time. Started out as just a bass teacher, bass guitar teacher and guitar. And then I started teaching groups of students, like not just teaching them how to play songs individually, but how to be like, all right, you're going to play this part and you're going to play this part and you're going to play this part. So I kind of had to, I'll never call myself a drummer, but I can hold my own if like no one showed up or something. And then but in my bands, it's always been bass and vocals, singing, and guitar as well, but mainly bass and vocals is what I usually do.
All right. Yeah, that's rad. I was wondering because I got like a little band I'm doing.
Cool.
We haven't figured a name yet, but I'm the vocalist in it. So.
Oh heck yeah!
Nice.
Yes, sir.
What kind of music?
It's like hardcore. It's,
Oh heck yeah!
Not the new hardcore. It's not like new metal, but it's like older hardcore for sure. Maybe
Like,
a little black metal too.
Who are some influences?
Let's see here. Are
we talking like
Tsunami?
Madball kind of hardcore? Oh,
Huh?
Tsunami, dope. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Tsunami. So.
Rad, man. If you get a chance, or if you end up recording some stuff, send it my way. I'd love to listen.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, buddy.
I have a question.
Awesome. That was cool.
Besides acting or producing, does anybody else have any full-time job that they do other than those?
I have way too many jobs. I think for doing the artsy stuff that I like to do, like acting or voice acting or music, I feel like it's easier to have a bunch of part-time jobs than to be locked into one full-time. That's harder to let me take off for a month or something if I needed to.
So easier to navigate.
Right. Yeah. It's a lot to juggle, but it's easy to be like to everybody, be like, hey, I'll be gone for 2 weeks on tour or something like that. So got the acting, got the music, got the voice acting, but like with School of Rock, I'm still affiliated with them, but I'll substitute teach just when I'm available. I help out with a taco truck, my buddy's taco truck, for like big events like 4th of July was a big one for us recently, or Pride Fest throughout June, or Gen Con when that comes through town. I help out with running a comic shop, and they know I tour a lot, so they let me go pretty much whenever. And then I also drive a truck and that's kind of the big one that gets me insurance, is driving the truck. But yeah.
I see. I do. I'm a full-time student in auto and diesel mechanics, and I'm trying to get into Ford. So
What year?
Huh?
What year have you completed?
What year have I completed?
Yeah, isn't it an apprenticeship?
Oh, I'm not in that yet. I got my associates in diesel, and I'm hopefully about to trying to get into an associates for auto mechanics under Ford, and then I can continue working with them. So
nice.
And then I'm also working on a bachelor's for business.
Wow.
Nice.
Thank you.
See,
Collin, are you collecting comics?
I have been trying to not lately, just because like working with the comic shop, it's definitely not a moneymaker. It's a job for the love of comics. It's like working in a museum. Like some of the stuff we have there is close to 100 years old, and it's really, really cool. We're called Comic Carnival. It's the oldest comic shop in the Midwest, celebrating 50 years this year. Started as just a spinner rack and a barber shop, and then grew into what we are today. But so whenever people ask me if I'm Team DC or Team Marvel, if I had to pick between the two, I guess DC. But actually, like, I'm off to the side. I like Image Comics the best. Walking Dead is my favorite comic of all time. Redneck, Stillwater, a bunch of others. Invincible is way up towards the top for me. But yeah, I feel like anytime, especially nowadays, I pick up a Batman comic, and it might be good, but like I feel like I've already read this. Like it seems like I've read this story 10 times before. So I got to the point where I don't have any Marvel or DC being pulled for me every week, but I still have a lot of stuff from Image. But yeah, I'm trying to get rid of a bunch because I have way too big of a collection right now.
So I sold off a collection I had a few years ago, and I didn't have a ton of Image stuff, but I did have the first appearance of Negan.
Yeah, Walking Dead 100.
Yeah, and it was the like the right, they had like some different variants of it. This was like the yellow background where it's like his picture on it.
Oh yeah, with like where you could get the couple in a row. I think it was like 98, 99, 100, 101, 102 was like a big thing where like he's holding the bat
together.
Like,
yeah.
Strings along like all 5 issues or something.
Yeah, it probably was.
Yeah, I got a couple of them. I don't know if I have the full set, but that's really the only thing I'm trying to collect at this point is getting every cover of Walking Dead ever. And I have a box at the shop right now. I just sold a pinball machine the other day, actually, and so now it's gonna finally.
Oh, I saw that. It was a Kruger one.
Yeah, and I have the topper still here with me. I'll move this camera real quick.
So yeah.
Sat on top of the pinball machine, and his eyes light up and stuff.
Yeah, that was an awesome machine. I totally, I completely forgot. I saw you posted that. Yeah, that's an awesome machine.
Yeah, I wish I didn't get rid of it, but I mean, I needed some dollars to take the girls on a quick trip out of town to go have some fun, and that's now finally going to fund me getting a Walking Dead #1, which I've never owned before. So I will have that whenever I get up to the shop.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Nice. Do you mainly go for like graded stuff? Do you want like specific grades, or do you just go raw, or it just depends?
If I can get it, most of my Walking Dead collection is raw, but I do have a lot of slabs of it as well. I'm not like if I have like I don't know, say I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, then I have 5 in a slab, and then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm not gonna freak out and be like, I need 5 in raw now, but I already have it. I already have it. If somebody just gives it to me or gifts it to me, sure, I'll get it. But yeah, no, I actually like I shoot for 9.8s or higher, obviously, but when it comes to like grades in general, I think it's kind of neat to have lower grades. So I always make it a point, whether it's in cards, I have a big Pokemon collection as well, cards or comics. I like I have a Charizard, but it's in a 1, which I think is kind of cool because as hard as it is to get a perfect Charizard, I have a really shitty Charizard and it's in a slab. And I think that's kind of neat. So
Do you know Magic the Gathering?
I tried playing it once and I needed my hand held through it the entire time. But I think I was playing with a good deck, so I didn't know what I was doing. I bet if I was given a beginner deck, I would have grasped it much better. But I've nothing against Magic. I just don't really know anything about it. I do know they printed some Walking Dead cards a couple years ago, and I do need to still get those. They sold out way too quick for me.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's funny. I have absolutely no interest in Magic at all, but I've got huge collection of the Final Fantasy set.
Yeah, what is it?
Yeah.
Secret Lair?
No,
Secret
that's
Lair
a whole
cards.
nother one, but this is just
Oh,
Final
okay.
Fantasy expansion. But
Okay.
Mine's hockey cards, so
Hockey cards.
Oh, nice.
yeah, for sure.
Awesome.
There's
So,
a hockey company I like a lot called Violent Gentlemen, and every time you buy clothes from them, they throw hockey cards in the box for you.
Sweet.
Yeah, they're great. Violent Gents, great company.
Wow.
So, Shelly, is there a certain player, team, or type of card that you go for?
I usually try and pick the ones that I think are going to make it and become big, and I've, knock on wood, been really good at that.
Nice.
So,
Okay.
yeah, so I have like a Connor Bedard. I figured he would be big when I watched him when he was 10. So I got
Wow.
his cards early, so then now they're worth a lot.
That rocks.
And then, well, Wayne, I've met and I've helped with the World Women's Hockey. So hung out with Haley Wickenheiser and a lot of like Wendell Clark, Lanny McDonald. I like the older bunch, but I also like the cards that are worth a lot, that are newer. So the McDavid, I have 2 of his, and that's about like, I would say about $7,000 for 2
Nice.
cards. Yeah. And I won both of them, so I'm lucky that way.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
I guess not really a plug, but just while we're on the subject of hockey, I did get a new gig later this year for their inaugural season. I'll be working with the Indiana Sentinels, which is our new Fed League team. I'm not sure if we're gonna have any affiliation yet, but yeah, I'll be like their MC, like doing like interviews on the ice, doing the fastest shot, charity shots or whatever between periods.
Cool.
But yeah, super stotoked on that. It's gonna be a fun time.
Very cool. So we're at about an hour and 20 minutes. I want to keep you guys all night, but I know you guys probably got to go to bed and stuff. So we'll do some quick plugs here. Darcy's going to be filming Boredom and Bloodshed with us this summer. It's our big summer project. We're doing a big party scene. It's the first part of our brand new series. It's an all new kind of thing for us, introducing brand new characters. We're filming with Darcy Lafrance, of course, Ari Lehman, who is the original Jason Voorhees, Christian Bester from Law & Order SVU and FBI Most Wanted, Jimmy Lasoto, who is in the comments, and Bobby Butler, who's in the comments, and a bunch of other cool people. So if you want to get involved, there's still ways to get involved through Indiegogo, but you have to act soon because we're getting ready to film next month. It's coming up quick. But you can get your voice in there, get a producer credit, get some cool merchandise and more. And then, of course, we have Horror Hound Bites with Mary Kate, which Collin Fiol, Shelly Amos, and Trenten Hilbish are all acting in. That's a really fun project. We have a lot of great people attached to that. Everyone's very helpful and friendly, and we have a blast doing the table reads. Can't say enough good things about that one. All those roles are done remotely, which means that you film yourself at home and then send us the footage to add to the show. That, of course, is starring the people I just mentioned on the screen, plus Mistress of the Macabre, Mary Kate, and horror icon Beatrice Bupley, and Mandy Coleman, who's in the comments section, and Bobby Butler, and a bunch of other great people. Can't go wrong with that one either. You can get an entire episode based on your movie. If you're a filmmaker, you can get sponsorships for your product, brand, logo, and so forth. There's custom merchandise, voice acting roles, and so much more. Make sure to check that out and get involved today. We are filming 12 episodes on that one for this season, or whatever we're calling it. We're currently on episode 3, so we have 9 more to go. If you guys wanted to, you can sign up today and still get in on a series regular role or similar. Friday the 13th Blood Loss is now available on Indiegogo. We have Blu-rays, DVDs, digital downloads, and so forth. Our next big project is called Killer Pizza, starring Collin Fiol, Tom Glynn from Creepshow. He was Kringle in Creepshow. Walter Phelan, who is Dr. Satan in House of a Thousand Corpses, Devil's Rejects. He's also worked on Thor, Avengers, Tales from the Crypts, X-Files, Charmed, and Goosebumps, and just so on and so forth. We have Al Burke, who was in Killjoy and The Wedding Singer, and a bunch of other. He's been in every music video ever made. He was in the WWF. He wrestled Andre the Giant, The Ultimate Warrior, The Road Warriors, Jake the Snake Roberts. He was friends with Hulk Hogan and a bunch of all the classic stars. And then we have Nancy Ann Ritter, who was in Scream, the very first original film. So that's a great project to get involved with as well. We've had a lot of fun tonight. We kept you on longer than I said I would, but that's because I like hanging out with you guys. We're so excited to work with all of you on these projects. It's been a blast. Colin's always awesome to work with. Darcy was great with producing Friday the 13th Blood Loss. Now we get to work with him. He'll be on screen for Boredom and Bloodshed, which is super cool. And then Shelly and Trenten are filming with us for Horror Hound Bites with Mary Kate, and it's been a blast working with them. So thank you guys all so much for being a part of these projects. We're so grateful for everything. And we are excited to hopefully work with you guys on more stuff in the future, and we'll just keep the party going. After this, we're hoping for Horror Hound Bites season 2, and then feature film and all that. That'd be a lot of fun. And then with Boredom and Bloodshed, this is the first part of a 3-part thing that we have planned. And then Killer Pizza, who knows? I keep telling Mandy we should do a Killer Pizza 2, but it's just we're so far away from all that stuff. But whatever we do, we want you guys to be involved with all of it, because you're all awesome, and we love you guys. Thank you all so much for everything. And we will talk to you guys very soon.
Thank you very much for having me. I appreciate it.
Love you, Anthony.
Thank you.
Good hanging as always.
Thank you, boss.
Thank you, guys.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Collin, how cool was that?
It was
had
great.
Darcy Lafrance, Shelly Amos, and Trenten Hilbish, and they were super awesome. Really great people. Very fun to talk to.
Absolutely.
Collin, if you let me, I'm going to keep you on for another couple hours and just talk to you about comics and pinball machines, all kinds of crap.
Always
you
down.
want? So I didn't know. I saw the post about the pinball. I didn't know, and I thought I had asked you about pinballs before too.
It might have come up like once or twice, but we never really dove deep into it, I don't think.
So there's a museum here. It's called the Strong Museum of Play, and they have like this whole pinball section. So Manny and I'll just sneak over there once in a while and play pinball for a while.
That rocks. I mean, whenever we start filming pizza, we'll
go over there.
Any not shoot time is going to be spent there.
Yeah, I mean, they have, Indiana Jones, the Avengers. They have a Universal Monsters pinball machine.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, all the good stuff. And then comics, I loved ASM. I tried to find all the ASM keys.
Yeah.
So I had Oh, I had Secret Wars 8, which is the origin of the Black Spider-Man costume.
Yeah.
I had ASM 252, which is the first black suit in the ASM series.
Right.
I had the first
Iconic
cameo.
covers.
What's that?
Iconic covers too.
Yeah. Just like anytime you see like the Black Spider-Man in like, anything now, it's like always Secret Wars or that or something similar.
Mm-hmm.
First cameo and first appearance of Apocalypse, X Factor, it's like 17, 15, 16, 17, something like that.
Yeah.
I had like a lot of that stuff. So I like just talking about it once in a while. You're gonna make me go off and buy a comic now or something.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. No, comics are great, man. It and like I said, like it really is like, if you think about it, it's like at the shop, at least, it's like a museum. Like you break out this comic and you're like, God, I'm holding something that's like twice as old as I am. It's older than my dad or something like that. And you're like, God, like this is paper and it's still here. Like it wasn't beat up enough to be destroyed. Like it's pretty sweet.
Some of those too, like I bought them when I was younger. I didn't have like a lot of money, and I would go and I'd find like eBay bids, but I'd get them like $10 to $20 for those issues. And then over the next few years after that, you just see them like now 50, 100, 150, it's like, holy crap. Absolutely. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. So yeah, awesome stuff. Post Gospel's the new band.
Yes.
So everyone that's just tuning in, check out Post Gospel on Spotify. I just don't want to miss this. Raymond Cheeto Lopez says, hello, everyone. Ray is an executive producer on Friday the 13th, Blood Laws.
Oh, heck yeah.
He's got all the cool... Here's a little secret some people might not know. Ray actually has a lot of the Blood Loss merchandise. He's going to all these cons. Like, I don't do cons. But he does, and he has like all the cool merchandise. So if anybody's going to be at one of the conventions where Ray's going, ask him about picking up a Blood Loss Blu-ray or a T-shirt, or who knows what he has, posters and all kinds of things. So there he is. He says Bianca's in the comments here. Oh, she is here. Here she is. Hello, Bianca. Bianca and Ray are awesome. They are super fun to work with. I collect old school drinking glasses from the 70s. I have hundreds of them with different characters. That's pretty cool.
I had a lot of those. I just got rid of them within recent years. I had like every Looney Tunes one you could think of, and I finally got rid of them all.
That's pretty cool. Awesome stuff. Well, I've had a lot of fun tonight. I always like talking.
Yeah, absolutely.
The guests we had on tonight were awesome.
Oh, for sure.
We're looking forward to filming some more stuff with Conrad soon, episode 4.
Oh, yeah. Can't wait.
And then, of course, getting closer and closer to Killer Pizza. After we film Boredom and Bloodshed, that's the end of August, 21st to the 24th. We're going to start trying to lock in locations and get everything set so we can get working on that. That'll be a big thing. So
I feel like now that you've told me about the pinball spot, I feel like it's going to be a tug of war between me and Tom. He's going to be like, Collin, we're going to the gym. I'm like, no, we're going to play pinball.
Yeah. It's I'm trying to think of what else they have. There's a ton of them there. There's like, Spider-Man, the Avengers. There's Indiana Jones, Universal Monsters. I believe I've played the Addams Family, but I think it was like something was off with it.
Addams Family is a bastard. It's such a good game, but like it's like, I think it's considered the greatest machine of all time. It just is so mean to me. Like I've never played that game well. But I think like in garbage condition, that game is still worth like $8,000 or something.
That's probably the condition this one is. It's like it barely works. It's barely hanging on.
Yeah, I've seen that one sell for crazy dollars, like down payments on a house kind of thing.
Do you have a favorite pinball?
Not as a cop out, like to say like Walking Dead, just because like I have a big Walking Dead collection. So I do love that game, but my favorite, I'm a big fan of old EM machines. So like more as cool as the new ones are, they're kind of like video games mixed with pinball. I like my classic pings and dings and just ripping a good old school spinner and hearing that. I love it. So a game called Grand Prix is
Okay.
a big one for me. Prospector is another one. But as far as like solid state ones, my favorite one is the Williams Riverboat Gambler. I think it was like the first one that had like a soundtrack. Like it had this old, it's this old like casino riverboat theme, but it has like I don't know, like the old black New Orleans singer on the entire thing, like the riding on that lucky, like it's such like I had those songs stuck in my head for 20 years. Like it's such a good game.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm always like a sucker for the like the horror themed ones.
Oh yeah,
like
they're a blast.
Yeah, the Addams Family, Tales from the Crypt, Elvira.
Oh yeah, the Elvira ones are fun. If
Yeah.
you ever get a chance to play the Freddy one though, it weirdly enough doesn't have a ramp, but you don't even miss it. It has rails and stuff, but like you like shoot it into Freddy and like it'll pop up and go down a rail, feed to the flipper, which is cool. But you don't actually have any ramps to shoot at, but you almost don't even realize that there aren't any ramps. But cool thing too, Robert Englund actually like does all the voice work on the game, so you hear Freddy talking to you the whole time.
I don't think I've ever seen one in person.
Oh, it's rad. Very, very fun game.
Yeah, and I mean that the one you had was so like that picture you took was so nice. I was like, oh, that looks awesome.
Yeah, my buddy who I gave it to, Garrett, he plays in a band called The Color Morale. Very sick band out of Rockford, Illinois. I'm pretty sure he's been in magazines for how big his Nightmare collection is, and the one item that has always eluded him was the pin. And so I'm like, if I ever decide to get rid of this, you're the only one I would sell to. And so finally just stars aligned. So he's got it. I don't. And I at least have somewhere to go to play it if I really want to.
That's awesome. Jamie Hill's here.
Hey, Jamie.
Hello, Jamie. We're towards the end of the episode, but once it ends, you can always go back and watch from the beginning. Check out all the cool guests we had on tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. This has been cool. I got to put my chickens up for the night. If you're still on after, I'll jump back in. Thanks, Amanda. We'll probably catch you next time.
See you, Amanda.
Collin, last question because I just have to know.
Yes.
Are you doing any gaming?
It's hard because I usually get my gaming done on tour. Because I usually have some downtime, and I like games with stories. I don't really care about playing online competitive stuff. Like Fortnite has been my thing lately just because I could sit down, play a match, put the PlayStation down for 3 weeks, and then come back. I don't have to remember anything. But probably the last time that I saw you in person, I was playing through Spider-Man 2. And I loved Miles, and I loved the first Spider-Man. And I loved what I played of Spider-Man 2, but I probably haven't touched it since then. And I would probably have to restart it at this point. And it's a long game that I really want to sit down and pay attention to. But yeah. Anyway, but right now, just as like kind of a casual gamer, I'm playing Fortnite every now and again with some buddies, and I'm playing a game called Balatro, which is like a poker roguelike, just card game with a lot of math. But otherwise, yeah, just nothing too crazy.
Are there any movies or video games that are coming out that you're looking forward to?
Resident Evil 9 and whatever new Silent Hills they got coming out. Two of my favorite series of all time. But the newer Resident Evils 7 and 8 have actually been my favorite in the series. And I love all of them, but these newer ones have been absolute my jam. So I can't wait for 9 to come out. Movie wise, Superman. I'm excited to see that. I liked 28 Years Later a lot. Whatever one they are following that up with in January. I'm excited to see that. Those are the ones that come to mind off the top of my head, though.
Awesome. So I've had you on for a while. I'll just keep going if you let me, but
yeah,
you gotta get going at some point. So
another time. Yeah.
Thanks, man. We will catch you soon. Whenever you want to come back on, you're more than welcome.
Yeah, hit me up anytime.
Cool. All right. Thank you so much, Collin. Thanks to all the viewers for hanging out with us. Make sure you like, subscribe, leave a comment, go to Indiegogo, join the cast, get a t-shirt, all that cool stuff. Check out Post Gospel on Spotify. I almost said Shopify. Go to Spotify, get your downloads. How does Spotify work? Can they get the whole album? Or you guys have the singles up there?
What we have an EP up there and 2 singles right now, and then we're just going to be putting more singles and an album up there. But we're on Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, Tidal, whatever, YouTube Music, anything you can stream on, Amazon. We're on there, and then YouTube has the music videos and Post Gospel Music on Instagram, Post Gospel on what's it called, Facebook. But yeah, just wherever. We're all over the place.
Awesome. So make sure to go to those, go wherever music's sold and get yourself some Post Gospel today. I'm going to go check it out tonight. I'm going to put my headphones in and listen to it for a while. Thank you guys again. Thank you, Collin. Thank you to Shelly and Darcy and Trenten for being on with us tonight. We'll be back next Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern with some more amazing cast members, so don't miss it. And that's pretty much it. Goodbye, everybody.
Later.